In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
Let's not forget how we all felt about this dude prior to his reign.
And then, of course, there's Donald Trump. Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
And in doing so, let's revisit Seth Meyers ripping him to shreds.
According to Gawker, Trump's legendary hairdo is actually a weave.
Remember the media's obsession with his hair?
Donald Trump often appears on Fox, which is ironic because a fox often appears on Donald Trump's head. If you're at the Washington Post table with Trump and you can't finish your entree, don't worry, the fox will eat it.
Meyers didn't let it slide.
A talk radio station out of Albany, quote, "I have a great relationship with the blacks. I've always had a great relationship with the blacks."
The man who follows a white supremacist playbook really said this.
Donald Trump said recently he has a great relationship with the blacks, though unless the blacks are a family of white people, I bet he's mistaken.
Which Meyers rightfully called out.
It was him going down and one by one looking us over like we were pieces of meat, and he was trying to decide which, piece of meat he wanted. And I was hoping, that would be the end, that I wouldn't have to deal with him anymore. And so then on finals night, when I'm sitting in hair and makeup, getting ready in just my robe, and he comes walking backstage, and I'm so startled, like, what are you doing back here? We're a bunch of women getting ready for a beauty pageant that we've been working towards, Miss USA.
Wearing a robe with nothing under it.
Exactly. Like, why are you back here? And then I saw him walk into the dressing room, just like he has bragged about on Howard Stern, and the audio is out there.
Horrendous stuff that we learned. Also, a recruiting visit per Meyers.
Donald Trump owns the Miss USA pageant, which is great for Republicans because it will streamline their search for a vice president.
Macy said it's dropping Trump's menswear collection following derogatory comments he made about Mexican immigrants. The retailer released a statement saying, quote, "Macy's is a company that stands for diversity and inclusion. We have no tolerance for discrimination in any form. In light of statements made by Donald Trump, which are inconsistent with Macy's values, we've decided to discontinue our business relationship with Mr. Trump."
On this topic,
I like that Trump is filthy rich, but nobody told his accent. His whole life is models and gold leaf and marble columns, but he still sounds like a know-it-all down at the OTB. Mr. Trump may not be a good choice for president, but he would definitely make a great press secretary. How much fun would that be? Kim Jong-il is a loser. His latest rally was a flop. I feel bad for Ahmadinejad. He never man wears a windbreaker. He has no class. I, on the other hand, sell my own line of ties. You can find them at Macy's in the flammable section.
Meyers pokes fun as well.
I was at Little League last night, and some guy came up to me and said, "I saw you on Fox and Friends this morning. Is Gretchen as cute in person as she is on TV?"
And what did you answer him, Eric?
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at her today. Beautiful dress. You look wonderful. Gretchen, you look wonderful. Gretchen, very, very beautiful dress. That a great color. Right? In summary, Gretchen's beautiful.
Beautiful. You look beautiful.
Well, you look fabulous, too.
Brian, can you tell Gretchen she is definitely winning today? She looks amazing.
Who could forget the toxic culture at Fox News?
There are actually some unscheduled parties happening tonight, and I've been asked to give everyone a rundown. Fox News is having a party. Security is tough, so make sure you bring your driver's license and your long-form driver's license. But if you're blonde, don't worry about it. Just bring that dynamite smile.
Meyers can't.
Behave yourself! 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 You are freaks and animals! You're freaks and animals!
Andrew Breitbart, who passed in 2012, launched a website filled with misinformation and smear campaigns, along with James O'Keefe, a man who just so badly wants to be a Broadway star because he's not good enough to do it. Well, he produced music videos like this for Project Veritas.
Andrew Breitbart's after party is going to be crazy. I mean, it won't be good, but it'll be crazy. Side note, I actually met James O'Keefe last night. At least I think it was James O'Keefe. It may have just been a regular pimp who hated organized labor.
But it wasn't just Republicans who heard it from Meyers. The former President Barack Obama, he wasn't immune either.
Now you, on the other hand, Mr. President, have aged a little. What happened to you? When you were sworn in, you looked like the guy from the Old Spice commercials. Now you look like Louis Gossett Sr. I've never said this to anyone before, but maybe you should start smoking again. Is this the change you were talking about? Mr. President, look at your hair. If your hair gets any whiter, the Tea Party is going to endorse it.
Along with the biases of mainstream media outlets.
I, of course, am contractually obligated to attend the MSNBC party tonight. Everyone knows how the MSNBC party works. President Obama makes the Kool-Aid and everyone there drinks it. Too close to my home?
A few of my other favorites, Meyers' line on the senator from Utah.
Mitt Romney wrote a book titled No Apologies. No apologies? When you have to proclaim no apologies, isn't that a tacit admission you've made a lot of mistakes? If I come home from a trip to Vegas and the first thing I say to my girlfriend is no apologies, we're gonna have a follow-up conversation.
All over America, I hear young people say, would you tell me what you're going to do? Will you give me free college? Will you make sure that I can have medical marijuana? You know what I think we ought to tell young people? We aren't going to give you anything. We're going to give you the opportunity to get off your butt and go serve your country and secure your freedom, because if you don't, nobody else is.
And on this dope Mike Huckabee.
Mike Huckabee is considering Iran. Mike Huckabee said the president was raised in Kenya, went to a Muslim school, and he hates America. But despite that, he still seems like a sweet person. So he sounds less like a presidential candidate and more like my aunt.
Well done. Lastly, a parting shot.
And who knows if they can beat you in 2012. But I tell you who could definitely beat you, Mr. President. 2008 Barack Obama. You would have loved him. So charismatic, so charming. Was he a little too idealistic? Maybe. But you would have loved him.
So there's a lot here, of course, but first things first, if you can, please do become a channel member at youtube.com/TYT Sports. Click the join button. We would greatly appreciate your support there, and or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. There is a lot to take away here. The first is, some are saying that this led to Donald Trump pursuing the White House. Could be true. What we have seen over the years is the effects of Meyers' jokes to his face has led to the man showing how egotistically frail one can be when they have quite literally everything in the world. The vendettas that he has gone out against after reaching power, smear campaign after smear campaign, dishonesty, peddling in the big H's talking points, and much more. He has gone after Rosie O'Donnell. He has gone after cable news. He has gone after comedians that went against him. He has gone after the NFL, because Pete Rozelle, if you want to see it, check it out on demand. We did a deep dive on this. Kudos to Jeff Pearlman, who wrote a book on the USFL. Pete Rozelle, the former NFL commissioner, said that he would never allow Donald Trump to be an owner of an NFL team, had a vendetta against them. And if you notice, the White House Correspondents' Dinner has not seen Donald Trump because he cannot take the heat. He does not like being perceived as a loser, one of his favorite words. So he sits them out when a real man would likely be there. A real man would take it, and he cannot, because as I stated, he is egotistically frail. There are a few other things that jump out to me. The first is him going after MSNBC when he is an employee of NBC is shocking, because when we have gone through other comedians that have gone up on that stage, they have chosen to not go after their employers, or it has been a light joke, and they have also cited their employment. Whereas Seth Meyers kind of kept it real there, that Barack Obama makes the drink and MSNBC drinks it. And the last part is this, and I think most important. Barack Obama ran on this progressive style campaign, and Seth Meyers held up a mirror to say, you would like this guy, but you probably don't even recognize him. That's you from 2008. And that was startling, because rarely, especially at gigs like this, will you see something like that. It is rather partisan, isn't it? So that was one of my favorite moments. Hope you all appreciated this clip. Please subscribe for more, and have a great day.